Have you guys ever slept on, like, the streets before? I don't know, maybe some of you guys had a crazy... What happened? Really?
Playground, but...
You slept at a playground? That's difficult. Like, even when we go camping, like, having that tarp and the bottom of the tent and your sleeping bag, you feel all the rocks on the ground. Like, you feel it in your spine, your liver, your spleen. It's not easy, and he was just he was sharing how he experienced a little bit of it, but that he understands that he doesn't really know. That's just the tip of the iceberg. Anyways, he felt compelled. He's a teacher at a school, so he felt compelled to take his kids out to a local park and feed the homeless, which is awesome. But the local authorities decided that they wanted to, I don't know, just flex their authoritative muscle and said, they basically told them, all right, unless you pay a fee, like $140, to buy a permit to legally rent this spot on a weekly basis, you may not be here, otherwise we will arrest you. And so he was like, are you serious? That money we could be spending on socks and clothes. We refuse. And so he was like, you can arrest me, but I'm standing up for these homeless people. Standing up for the good cause. And basically what happened is the city went to their school and the superintendent paid the fine for that experience. But from there on, he was like, you know what? We're not going to do it there then. We're just going to like walk around and just see whatever homeless person they run into, they'll just, you know, help them out kind of on a mobile way. And I don't know, at first I read it, I was like, okay, cool. Standing up for what you believe in is great. And this guy has some real balls to like stand up to the authorities. What a good guy. And basically, he's spending his time and his extra money to give to the homeless. What a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful person. I don't know what his background was, if he was Christian or not. But as I was preparing this and going over the review section, I was like, wow, we talked about God being a God of order last week. And I was like, you know what God would have said? He would have been like, you know what? Pay the fine. Buy the permit. Buy it. It's like, if that's a hurdle, then do it. Because if you have a heart for the homeless, I will provide you more than enough money to pay any fine, pay any permit fee, so you can do what you need to do at that park. And part of the reason why they require a permit and have this kind of fee situation is because that money goes towards policing the park and keeping the park open and keeping it pretty, you know, upkeep, maintenance, mowing the lawn, you know, doing all that stuff. And so I was thinking, man, and if you think about it, the guy, if you really want to analyze it, he's kind of being prideful. He's like, you know what, I'm doing good. Who are you to try to stop me? And it's about him. But us Christians, if we were to venture out and do that, you know, the right way to approach it would be like, you know what, fine. If you're an authority over me and you guys require to have a permit to be bought, and that is a law of the land, then I will abide. Because that is what the God of our universe tells us to do. So, just a little applicable article that I read to kind of tidy up last week, but I hope that as a ministry one day that we can even have that problem. You guys know what I mean? We don't even have a homeless ministry going on right now. But you guys see what I'm saying? Like, it's the application of the point. Because a lot of you guys might be like, oh, okay, well, like, great, God is a God of order, but when does that apply to me? But you guys go to Odegaard all the time. Odegaard's a library. You see a lot of people making a ruckus in there. And technically, beyond like the second floor or whatever, first floor, you're not supposed to talk. But see other people doing it, you do it too. You just kind of, you're careless about it. That's how I was. Well, if you think about it, God says, you know, no. If the library says, keep it quiet, I don't care if everyone else is doing it. If you're a follower of Christ, then you follow the rules there. You're not above the law. So, it's kind of one way to really bring it home. Again, it does you no good for me to teach what the things of God are and for you to just be like, oh yeah, whatever, it's cool. No. You got to be like, God, so where can I apply this, Lord? Really pray that. Like, God, where in my life? So, we learned about God being a God of order. Where in my life can I apply it? What is it, Lord, that could you reveal to me where in my life that I'm not being submissive to authority? Where am I being prideful or arrogant or brash or anti-authoritative? Where is that, God? Help me to submit. So I hope you have that in your hearts. But that's enough for the review. That's from last week. This week we have obviously a new section. And before we do, let's go ahead and pray, and then we'll get to it.